All right, hello everybody and welcome. My name is John, and in this video I'm going to be repotting my variegated Musa. So this is actually a Musa Florida variegated, not the Ae, but they look very similar. But anyways, yeah, this thing has been growing really fast. It's doing pretty well, but it's getting so thirsty all the time. And I have it in a southeast window, super bright. Honestly, a little too bright. As you can see, this is light burning here. Although also I'm having pH issues because the water here is super hard and kind of crazy. But anyways, figured I'd do a video about this because today I'm doing something that I have often done, which is this plant clearly, the root system is probably getting quite large. It's drinking this water up real fast. So I want to move it, so it needs a repot, but I don't want to move it to a bigger pot. I don't want it to keep growing so quickly. It's gonna get too tall and too big too fast. So I'm gonna put it back into the same size pot, but with a soil that holds a little more moisture. It's a trick I sometimes use when I have a plant that's asking for more moisture all the time, but I don't want to give it a bigger pot. I especially do this a lot when I have this in some kind of cache pot that I really like. So it looks awesome in here and I want to leave it in there as long as I can. So we're gonna get this thing out of here today, take a look at the root system, and then we'll put in some fresh soil and help it live its best life. Now, I did get this in the mail. I had already done a video and a blog post about the methods I use to root that, because if you're ordering these online, they are gonna come with no leaves and no roots, because that's a requirement for them in order to be shipped internationally. In order to pass the phytosanitary inspection, they're gonna have all the leaves and roots removed to prepare for that. So if you're curious about that, you can check that video out or the blog post. And the soil mix I had this in previously is something I've used a lot. It was 2 parts of bark, 1 part of potting mix, 1 part of perlite. So a nice chunky airy mix, which I did because you can have rot issues with a banana, the Corm, especially when it has a underdeveloped root system. It's going to be prone to rot from excess moisture. So I knew long-term this wouldn't be a great choice, but it was a safe choice for when I first transferred this thing to soil after rooting it in perlite. So today I'm going with the new mix that's 2 parts bark, 1 part potting soil, 1 part cocoa coir, and then 1 part pumice. So it's going to hold more moisture than this one. And I think this guy or gal or whoever will be a lot happier in that. All right, so let's get it out of here. Okay. All right, so lots of nice fat roots, lots of healthy looking roots, some not so great looking roots. I don't know if you can see, there's like some blackening here for whatever reason. Although that could be staining from the Bovaria fungus I had used. But overall looks good. So let's pop this out of here. I'm curious to see how big the Corm is now, because the Corm it wasn't quite fist size before. So I wonder how much that has grown. So this mixture is not compacted at all. It's still looking good. It's just really not right for a thirsty Musa that's getting a lot of direct sun. Okay, well, look at this. Here's the bottom of the Corm. A lot of the Corm is kind of gone, actually. I mean, there's still, obviously there's enough, there's all these roots coming out of it, but you see this like yeah. I mean, kind of just falling apart here. So that's scary. I mean, the rest of this feels pretty solid. Yikes. Okay, well, do I want to move it into leca or something then? So it's kind of weird that part of the Corm is like kind of disappeared, but this plant has been growing a ton of leaves and it's still growing. There's a new one that's like poking out. So I'm just going to continue as planned. Okay, so there we go. So I got it repotted. It's in this new mix. It should be good. I'm gonna be careful with the watering because I don't know why part of the Corm is kind of decomposing, but it may have been that the initial corm that arrived was already doing that a little bit, and so over time it's just kind of shedding parts of that. There's still like a large root system. It's growing new leaves like every week or two, so probably every 2 weeks actually. So keep an eye on that. If I learn anything about this, I will let you know. But for now, that is gonna do it. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and I hope to see you in the next video. All right, peace.